in theory, I work 3 days a week for the parish. The pattern is usually a Sunday, a Tuesday, and a Friday. Then on the Wednesday and Thursday, I'm a chaplain at the hospital. But going back to the parish, Sunday, of course, is services. Normally, the Saturday before that, I'm finishing off a sermon if I'm preaching, or I'm at a baptism preparation or a community hub preparation or anything like that. So that's the Saturday and the Sunday. Tuesday, I tend to have my meetings. So there are quite a lot of meetings, even though it's a small parish. But I'm normally in the parish and round and about. So Tuesday, I'm around. And then Friday is normally more of a visiting day. I tend to do a lot more pastoral visiting then. I would hope that there is time within that to meet people, because frankly, it's quite a joy to do the pastoral stuff, to meet people and to talk to them and that sort of thing. One in the middle.
That's it.
So the lovely thing about the community hub is that firstly, it's easy to set up and put away, always important. But what I really like about it is it's got virtually no format. We're not doing anything, we're not presenting anything, we're just there. We provide a place for people to meet, where their children can play, they can have refreshments and so on. And for 2 hours, we're basically around and able to chat to people. And it's a good time to meet those we know or those we don't know. And if something more private is needed, then we can arrange that. So yeah, the community hub is a wonderful thing. Once a month, last Saturday of the month. Well, the hospital is in the parish, so I feel a sense of obligation to it. I started as a volunteer chaplain during lockdown, during COVID, and then became a part-time, and now I'm there two days a week. It's quite tough. I really admire the professional chaplains, the full-time chaplains. They are just amazing, because you're meeting people who are really not at their best, and sometimes you're with people at the end of their lives, and that's always very moving and very, very meaningful. But it is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity to minister to people and to be able to walk around the hospital, to get to know some of the staff. There are wonderful staff there, and then to meet people. Yes, I have a curator who occasionally does some visiting, and that always goes down really, really well. The best thing is email me, text me, phone me, because what I do in the hospital is I look to see the list of patients who apparently are Church of England, but there have been some people who I know are lifelong churchgoers and they're down as not having any religion. Best thing is let me know, and I'll visit them. You'd need to realize that as an employee of the trust, there's certain information I can't divulge. So if I don't tell you the detail of the person I visited, well, you'll have to get it from them. You won't get it from me, but I can't share that sort of thing. But what I would say is try and phone me. As I said, the pastoral work is a real joy. And phone me or text me or email me, and we can arrange a time to meet. That's the fun part of the job. Frankly, the meetings, the admin, the checking the church building, all of that stuff, that's what I get paid for. The pastoral work I do free of charge. So on the one end, if it's a pastoral emergency, if a member of your family or someone you love is gravely ill or dying, then I think you could say I'm available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It doesn't usually happen, and it's the exception. It's hardly ever happened to me in all my years of ministry. If it's something that will need arranging and backwards and forwards and so on, best really to do it probably by email. It's easier then to track and to respond and to make sure we're answering things completely. I do respond well to text messages and so on. That also will work quite well. But I try to stick more or less to office hours. For a funeral, family can speak to me directly, but I would always refer them to a funeral director. The funeral directors we deal with are all very professional. After that, I think it would be necessary to talk to me. We'd agree the service, I'd come and visit and that sort of thing. Funerals can take a long time to do. They can come out of the blue, and suddenly you've got 2 or 3 in a week, and each of them are quite demanding, both pastorally and emotionally, for me and for the family. But they are a joy. They are a real joy to help a family say a dignified farewell to someone that they love is just a wonderful, wonderful thing to do. And yeah, we welcome funerals. Most of our funerals are done in the local crematoria. Some of them are done though in this lovely little church.